Happy with this. We probably need to figure out what food we're going to give that Amaryllis. Now you can do way more than one. Right now I don't need more than one, but I will over time need more as I use more mana. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to use mana for, but I would love to do something I've never done in Botania, and that is to get a maximum tier Terra Shatterer. The Terra Shatterer is the pick, the mega awesome pick. And it's right here. You can see there's a bunch of ranks. It goes all the way up to double S. And when you use a Terra Shatterer that's a double S rank, it like clears out a 13 by 13 area or something like that. Something insane. So yeah, it needs a whole bunch of mana. That's what the little bar is there. It needs a ton of mana. Like, I think in order to get to SS, you need like something insane like 200 mana pools full or something. So that's requires a lot of mana. But it could be fun. I've never done it. I think I've gotten up to C rank, but never anything beyond that. C rank lets you do, I believe it lets you do 3x3. Like the hammers from Tinkers. But I prefer Botania weapons and armor because they repair themselves with mana. So I prefer that. I don't think it's going to create any more flowers. I think its field is full. Which means that the rest of this will just fill up the mana pool. Yeah, we're almost at half a pool already. That's awesome. Alright. Any questions so far on what I've covered with Botania? Again, this is still, you know, the early basic stuff. We haven't gotten into any of the more advanced mechanics. To be fair, you do not need all of, you know, a ton of flowers. I just like to have a lot of flowers. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so let's relocate the Jaded Amaranthus where I'm going to want it. And it was again 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Yep. That means this. Here. Alright. I have to make another Horn of the Wild or just go around and break all these flowers. Do I have my pouch on me? I do, so I should be able to just... Let me get rid of all this. Is that it? Looks like it. And it did go all into the pouch. Good. Alright, so I definitely need to build a greenhouse here. And we'll have a mana pool here, and we're going to set it up as a battery. And let me explain to you, let me show you what I mean by battery when we look at the challenges in the easy. Create a mana battery, a system where mana enters one pool and comes out of another, with a good amount of pools as a buffer. Bonus points if the input and output can be changed. That means doing something I've not set up before, I've only seen, and that is using a spark tinkerer and changing the direction from a dominant spark to a recessive spark to make it go in or out of the pool. Yeah, so essentially it's just you have to make sparks. We haven't got enough blaze powders to make sparks right now, but it's more than one pool. It's a battery of pools, so I'm thinking I'm going to do 9 pools here. And the 9 pools, one will have a recessive spark, which means that it's going to send all of its mana to any pool that has a non-augmented spark on it. So if it doesn't have an augment on it, it will send mana to it. The other pool will have a dominant spark, which means that all of the pools that are non-augmented sparks will send all of their mana to that one pool, and that dominant sparked pool can feed my network of things that it's doing. It's like this is the input side of a capacitor, the blue side, and then this side would be the orange side, the output. That's pretty much what we'd be making. It's in the world, and it's a setup. It does not have to be flat. You can make these, you know, stacked on top of each other. If you watched my previous Simple Life playthrough, I stacked them on top of each other in a tree trunk. Called it a mana tree, and I was working on that near the end of my last playthrough. So if you go towards the end of the playthrough, I think like episode 50-ish, that would be where you would find that information. So, Aliamun, thank you for the follow. Alright. Let's see here. We need to get mana over here as well as here. Hi! Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna check something. Yep. Alright. Apologies. Wanted to check something. Okay. So, for the next thing to do with Botania, I make it a floating flower. Oh, we might need... I don't know if I can make floating flowers just yet. Can I? Floating... Dirt pasture seed. Yes. Glimmering flower. Yes, I can. Okay, so we're gonna do a floating flower because I would like to do a diluted mana pool. I only need 6. This is like a smaller mana pool. It won't hold as much mana. We need a small flower. We need some grass and some glowstone. Alright. Here. Glowstone's right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make the flower, the Jaded Amaranthus, a floating flower. It doesn't need to be planted on grass then. So the first thing you do is make a glimmering orange flower, or other flower. I picked orange. The other bonus of these flowers, if you wanted to use them aesthetically, is they give off light, the same amount of light as a torch. You can use flowers as light sources. So we're going to use this glimmering flower. We need to make a pasture seed. do that. We've done that once already today. You just throw grass into a mana pool. Alright. I don't know why I came all the way over here to do this, but you take the glimmering flower, the pasture seed, and a piece of dirt, and it will give you a floating whatever color flower, and it will also give off light. Now, you can place these down. They're adorable, cute little flowers. And like I said, those can also be torchlight. We're going to use it to convert... Ooh, hello. Convert the jaded amaranthus that we made to create flowers. Oh, look at all the skeletons. And you just put it in your crafting grid, and now it's a floating jaded amaranthus. And I want to do this 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I lost count because he's bouncing me around. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Put it on top. And it should be bound to that mana pool. It is. And now I just need to get mana in there. Its range is the same, as you can see. The only difference is it does not need to be placed on a grass block, a dirt block. It can float in midair. You can put it way up high if you wanted to. As long as it's, you know, bound to the mana that it needs. Let's see. I think what I may do for this one is I need to make another mana spreader. That. And I think we might set up this endo flame to create mana for that tiny little pool. Can you burn flowers like as a fuel? I don't think so, because otherwise you'd have a jaded problem with the flower farm. Alright, let's make another mana spreader. We need to place some of this down. Oops, I'm placing far too much. And I need gold. Go away. You did. I didn't hear my kitties. Are you just playing with the commands? Petal, gold, mana spreader, and this one I think I'm going to orient underneath the pool. I don't really need to see it. And we'll point it up here. Alright, so now that's hooked up. We need to get this set up as well. And it might be worth doing here. Okay, so for now, you're bound. Throw some coal at you. Yep. And you'll put the mana in here, which will then go into here. Yep, and flowers be making. Okay. So, we need to automate that. Let's get... I need a hopper and an open crate. Let's get some of that going. An open crate needs living wood planks, and it's in a table format. And then we need a pressure plate. I have too much garbage in my inventory again. We'll need some redstone. Take care. Thanks for stopping in though. I do appreciate it. And we're gonna put the pressure plate right here. Then the open crate needs to be a little bit higher than that. We put it there. That won't work. I need that to be directly above the... Try this again. Thank you for the follow, Tetsukin. Here. Go. Need 6. Redstone torch. Here. Let's use Botania materials. Living rock. Brick. Yeah, let's do that. I'm pretty certain I'll make this prettier at some point, but for now I just need to inverts. That's not the direction I would want it to do, is it? Light up you. Okay. Try to figure this out. I used to be able to knock these out no problem. And you're the problem. You're the... I thought I needed to do this. And then it needs to be inverted so that it's lit up here somewhere to stop the hopper from sending items into... that do what I want it to do then? It's a mess. I know there's easier methods to do this. But me and my redstone skills are not friends. If I put a hopper here, will I have a problem with getting it to turn off? Are there other hoppers? Got a blaze hopper. Okay. stuff away that I don't need in my inventory at this time. Coal. Drops 2. If I put this down when will that work? Let's take you out. It's got torch here now. If I did locked. That needs to be inverted. And that probably that's not right. Okay. Let's see here. That works. Yep, and you're bound to there, which is going to there, which is going to here, and that's why we have flowers. Okay. Automated! Can you tell I'm not good at redstone? Yeah, I avoid redstone as much as I can, anyway. So this is producing mana now, and we're good to go. Yay. There's one thing if you're gonna set up an automated end of flame like this, if the pool fills up, the coal will despawn and you'll waste coal. So what you need is a backup to stop the hopper when the mana pool is full, to like disable this triggering. You can do that with a comparator. Comparators can detect mana pool amounts, and when it's full it sets out a certain strength of redstone, and then you could set it up to enable the redstone there or whatnot to turn it off. Your other option is to continuously cycle this coal over and over and over again, and a way to do that is by putting a hopper hock on top of the hopper with a item frame with coal on the hopper, and what you'll want to do is delay the hopper hawk. And let me remember where they're modulating delay. Hi, Zapopa. Yep, I'm still here. A problem with functional flowers that interact with dropped items on the floor, such as the hopper hawk, is making sure the items are interacted with in the right order. Planting the relevant flowers under podzol will add a small delay before they can be picked up, allowing a priority system of sorts. Planting a flower on mycelium will create a larger delay. The system also extends to floating flowers via the use of boreal seeds and infestation spores. Given 2 flowers with the same delay, a generating flower will pick up an item before a functional one. For 2 flowers of the same type, it's a secret to everybody. We might not need to modulate delay if this is the default rule, because the Endoflame will pick it up before the hopper hawk. In any case, I'm pretty certain I'll be using up this coal before this mana pool is full. Maybe not. I forgot I used a diluted one here. Take some of this out. Yeah. This is about ready to start backing up. Most of these spots are filled with flowers. Alright, so we have no more stake in here, I'm sure. Yep. We have over a half a pool of mana there. That's amazing. We'll be able to use that. Let's see. In my previous playthrough of The Simple Life 2, I set up a Natura berry farm using Ender.io as the farming station and created a farm that just dropped berries. They're extremely low on the food totem pole, so you have to go through a lot of them. You could auto-craft them into berry medleys and get quite a bit more of them, or even, I think, berry salad. These are the berry medleys, which are pretty darn decent. They're not as good as steak. We also have, I wonder if fruit salad is the name of it. What am I thinking? Yeah, fruit salad, which has a ton of saturation. And that requires a cutting board, but you could auto-craft these using the refined storage. Might even be able to do it with progressive automation crafters. And you can use Natura berries in this recipe. Usually. I'm waiting to see. Right now I'm seeing is Pam's fruits. Huh. Pam's fruits did not cycle through here. Okay then. Maybe it's not compatible in this mod pack. But we have now automated flower production. We can make flowers. We have set up a basic generator. We have 1 Gormarillus. We made some runes. We made a few baubles. The Horn of the Wild / Drum of the Wild, which I need to get set up yet, but I haven't done that just yet. I need to automate the Drum of the Wild, and the way you do that is very much like the Gormarillus here. I walk away and you spawn. I need to take care of that, but I like getting the loot bags. So you put the Drum of the Wild somewhere in this area. Stacking them does work if you have more than one. And you set up a hourglass with a timer, whatever you want that timer to be. Put it on a pulse mana spreader, which is a mana spreader with redstone control. And every time it receives a pulse from the hourglass, it would send a mana burst into the Drum of the Wild, which would harvest your flowers. Now, before we do that, we are going to want to set up a way of picking up the flowers, which is why I haven't done that today. So that is that so far. Look at our dilute mana pool. It's almost full. And we probably have far too much coal left in here. So there's that so far. Is this helping you at all with getting started, Silver Fox? And we'll put some of this stuff back in our... Well, now's the time to start asking some questions if you had questions for things that you got confused on. Busy. That's always fun. Oop, that's not a door. We need to do the French doors on the second floor as well. So much building to do. This is gonna look amazing when I'm done, though. I have plans for like these big open spaces. You know, potted plants and flowers and flower boxes, and I want it to be really pretty. Wow, hello. Look at all of you out here. Got a party in the front yard. Well, hi. Alright. Hermes has woken up and realized it's almost lunchtime, so he's going to start making some noise. But apparently I can't tell time and he has to remind me. Let's make an axe. My Mine Colony's lumberjack dude has been asking for an axe. We're too far out of range for it to actually show up right now, but he was asking for it before I started this morning. So yeah. That we shall sleep and head over there. I need to upgrade one of these houses so that we can get a delivery man. Once we have a delivery man set up, I'll be able to get the Mine Colony's village a bit more automated. They will be able to feed themselves. I'm stuck. Okay. Needy cat, needy villager. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright. Alright, so we'll do this, and I'm going to run through the functional flowers in Botania for you. Just give you an idea of what they do. Did I bring it with me? I did. Here, have it. Take it all. You should be full though. Yeah, because I don't have anywhere to put it right now. Alright. Alright, let's upgrade a house. We've done these two in the middle. Let's do this one. Upgrade. There we go. Now we just need to supply materials. Gave Lily something to do. Alright, what are you gonna need? Give you the torches. You're gonna need a lot. I don't even have all of it on me. What's in here? Start with taking out all of the oak wood. Alright. Bed. October oak wood. Need some. I've got oak planks. How many do you need? You need the cobble right away. Of course you do. I don't have all the cobble you need though. I have to go fetch some. Here's some. Let's go grab some more cobble. Again, I want wireless crafting soon. Nice. That's quite a distance away. I'd need to use a lot of power to get that far, though. Cobble. Some more here in case I need it. Alright. Fast travel. That's something I want. We need to upgrade our airship so he goes faster. He's too slow at the moment. So many things to do. Alright. Back to here. 22 cobblestone stairs. Alright, we need a crafting table. And we need 36 oak wood, or is it 6 that we need? 36. There's wind trap doors. Get this stuff submitted. Hope I find a need to keep my cat from getting into everything. Been finding stuff while cleaning that I lost that she must have knocked over. Yeah, I get that a lot. I sympathize. I have a couple. One of my cats, Maximus, likes shiny things, so he will find them and hide them. Most specifically, my nail polish bottles. Usually the tops have, you know, shiny metallic lids. Yeah. Do I have, will it take any wool or does it require white? Well, I have white wool, okay. And then we just need glass panes. I have, alright. Lily will be all set with everything. Hair ties and socks. Socks, huh? Interesting that your cat likes socks. There we go. So, while Lily is upgrading this house so that we can get another villager, we'll stand up here and I'm going to give you guys a little rundown real quickly over what functional flowers I like to use in Botania. And functional compared to generating. Generating are the ones that create mana, use mana. Oh, it says you mostly clothes you find around, some unused socks and shirts. Oh, so your cats just like to knock things over and hide them from you. About anything. Yeah. Okay, so functional flowers. Agricarnations. They use a hefty amount of mana, but they are the flower that speeds up crop growth. They stack, so you can use more than one to speed it up even faster. and I find them extremely useful when I'm desperate for crops. So agrocarnations are the flower for that. What else do I like to use? Bellthorns are great for mob farms. They attack mobs. They also attack passive mobs, but these are great for any kind of mob farm. They are cheap, 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 and they don't use a lot of mana. Clayconia. Clayconias are extremely helpful when you don't have a mod like what's in Simple Life 2 that adds clay veins underground. If you're needing a lot of clay, the Clayconia is a flower that if you place sand in the world, it converts it to clay balls, so you still need 4 sand per 1 clay block, but it's extremely useful for that. If you've ever played Regrowth, you have used the Clayconia. And let's see, what else have I used a lot of? Exoflame. I've used Exoflames before. This is what powers your furnaces. Without fuel, you use mana to power your furnaces. So that is awesome. It gives it a speed boost for the cost of some mana, so it makes your furnaces go faster too. So that one's nice. Fallen Knod offers a regen effect. If you have used this with a mix of blood magic in 1.7.10 Botania, you can't use it anymore that I'm aware of. It's been nerfed. It does give you a regen effect, so that's nice. Hopperhawks are one of the most useful flowers in all of Botania. You can use it much anywhere you would use a vacuum hopper of any sort. I know Endrayo has one. I know Mob Grinding Utilities has one. A Hopperhawk will work the same way. You can even filter it by using item frames on the inventories that it's to place into, and you can even put an item frame on the same side that your flower is on, so it doesn't like block that as a space. So you can customize it up to 4 item frames, so you can make it filter 4 specific items. You can configure your Hopperhawk to whitelist or blacklist, and it works with a redstone signal, so you can turn it on and off. Anything that uses a redstone root in the recipe is a redstone enabled. So anytime you make a flower that has a redstone root, it means you can turn it on and off with redstone, or it will obey redstone for certain things. A shame about the Daybloom Nightshade nerf. What's a shame about it? They were crappy flowers. Even when they were in the game, they generated barely nothing as far as mana. So yeah. Jaded Amaranthus, that is something we just created today. It's great for flower farms if you want to go that method. There are several other methods that I shared with you how to set up a petal farm. If you use a Botania only sort of playthrough, you still don't need as many flowers as the Jaded Amaranthus will give you, unless you're going to use it for dye powder, or if you're going to use it for one of the generating flowers that it's been added, that you craft generating flowers and burn them. So yes, well, not all mod packs have passive power, and it's okay that Botania does not. So that's really it. Not all passive power for a lot of people is useless. So Metamorphosis is one that I've used before. This makes Botania specific decorative blocks that I absolutely adore the texture of. Let me show you. These. I love the texture of these. So these floors, the metamorphic stone, you get more depending of each type depending on what biome you're in. Like example, if you're in a mountainy biome, you'll generate more of these. You'll get the other ones too, but your percentage will be higher for these. Fungal stone, you've seen me use these in my Magical 3 playthrough. They're the purple blocks I'm using in my cathedral. You know, so I love these blocks. These blocks are awesome. What else we have in here that I have used a lot of? Random Carpus. This places blocks in the world. So if you want to do a tree farm using Botania, a Random Carpus will take those saplings and place them down. You can specify what block they place them on, and if you give them mana, you don't have to. If you give them mana, it increases the range that they can reach. So that's awesome. Vinculotus will trap Endermen and pull them into that flower. So if you have an Enderman that's teleporting around, say your mob farm, because a lot of people who have drop mob farms, the Endermen take damage and then teleport out of the farm, the Vinculotus will pull them in and say, nope, this is where you need to stand, right here. So, the way to catch those. What else do we have in here? Tiger's Eye keeps creepers at bay. Solignolia is very nice if you use a magnetization, a ring of magnetization, or if you have another kind of magnet. A Solignolia will disrupt that within a certain range. So like if you have things that need to be dropped into the world and processed that way, your magnet ring won't pick them up. This is helpful and does not require mana to work. Rip, William P. Did someone die? Oh. The guy over there did. Because he just stands here. I don't have Sacred Light on this side. So we need to go in here and hire you. No. Melanie. I need to hire Melanie to be a guard. Hire. And in order for them to become a guard, I need to get a bow. Which, that's why I'm like trying to look around to see where the other guard was, because then I can pick up their bow. Grab that. Woo! Hunt up a new pack, Sapopa. Good luck with that. I haven't found any that I like. Alright, so there's for our guard. It was just gonna drive me insane until I give it to them. Alright. And here we go. Here you go. Enjoy. You have some apples in here? You do. Okay. Alright. As far as any other flowers, I think that's really it for what I actually use a lot of. I mean, all of these have their uses, and they do a really good job of explaining what they do. This one will keep animals away from you. And there's also one that keeps animals in. The Tangleberry. Yep, will keep animals in a circle, preventing them from getting out. So this is good for passive mob farms, and then this one is good for like if I had them in this area to prevent mobs from coming in here. It does require mana to run, so I would need mana production over here, but why are you just standing there? Is it because your house is incomplete? Come in. Okay then. Just wanted to watch me sleep. Creepy, creepy girl. was just sleeping so that the girl can finish this house. And then we'll have a delivery man. Don't really think we need that there, do we? This was a full tree and it got half chopped down in order to build the warehouse. Let's see about getting it taken down a bit. There's a lot of logs in here. Alright. What else is there any other? Yep, right there. That's it. Okay. Alright, so this builder should be done soon. And it's time to feed the kitty cats. Of course, the lumberjack needs something as soon as I do that. Alright folks, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna feed the kitties.